This morning I'm going to sow some Scorzonera. This is a root vegetable which has not grown that often and is not that popular, but I grew it last year and actually enjoyed the roots. Quite a subtle flavour. It's akin to salsify if you've grown that. This is called Scorzonera, but it's also called black salsify, and Scorzonera comes from Spanish, which is sort of Scorza negra, which means, you know, black peel. So they're kind of a black skinned root vegetable, and they do grow quite deep. Sowing them, you're really looking at April to May, and then you're looking for a harvest really then from October over the winter into the next spring, early next spring. The seeds are quite distinctive. They're sort of very long and very easy to handle, quite light as well. So I'm going to sow a row of these, and there's a particular technique with sowing these which I'll show you. Okay, first of all, what you want to do is make a drill. So you use a hoe for that, and make it about an inch deep. So just make your line. Now, as you can see, this soil is slightly stony. So what I tend to do with things like parsnips or carrots or Scorzonera is to put a little layer of damp compost in there, and that gives it a nice rich and stone-free bed, which will help germination. So you can do that all along. I'll just do half of it for now, just to show you. There we go. There's a little bed there. Now, the way you traditionally sow these seeds is to sow 3 at a time. So you put 3 in there, like so, and then another 3 about 6 inches further on. So these are called stations. Now, the reason you put 3 in at a time is that because germination can be a bit erratic, the idea is that you'll take the 2 weaker seedlings out and leave the strong one in. So you just do that all the way along. Every 6 inches, about 3 seeds. As I said, they're very easy to handle, so not a problem. Okay, so let's put just one more station in there. Okay, then next thing is just to cover it with a little bit more compost. About 3/4 of an inch, half a centimetre of compost. There we go. That gives it a nice, fertile and stone-free base from which you can start. And take that out. You can tap it down a little bit. Maybe a little bit more compost in places. There you go. And then you can water in, and you're sowing in April and May. They don't really need a lot of maintenance. Basically keep them watered and probably weed with your hands rather than with a hoe, so you don't damage the roots. And what you get coming up will be little thin blades of foliage, not unlike grass initially when you start to see them, but then they will grow and the roots will get deeper and deeper. And they're very hardy over winter, so you know, if you're looking for a winter crop to harvest from sort of autumn into winter and even into the next spring, you know, give these Scorzonera a go. They're not to everybody's taste. I actually really do like them, and they're lovely roasted. So you know, give them a go if you've not tried them before. And you can also grow a few in pots. Make sure the pots are quite deep, about 30 centimetres or 12 inches. You know, if you just want to trial them and see what you think of them, rather than devote a whole row to them. But I certainly would recommend them, so give them a go if it's something that interests you. Yeah, when you come to harvest these, you will find the roots go quite deep, so you really do have to dig down. Don't try and pull them up, because otherwise you'll get half a root. Dig deep, dig round, and then ease them out gently and keep the whole root intact.